Welcome back! Today I will be recreating the classic game Super Mario Bros. Inside of After Effects. Because this is such a huge project, I won't be able to cover everything in this video, so I have provided a download link to the project file that I used in the intro. With that being said, let's get started. Alright, launch After Effects and make a new project. I'll be using the resolution 1920 by 1080p at 30 frames per second. You'll want to start by dragging the background layer into the composition window and positioning it to your liking. Next, go into the folder called Character Animations and place all the ones you'll be using into a new composition. I have these 6 layers selected in mine. Each one of these compositions will have a certain animation or picture of Mario that we can use depending on what we recreate. Switch back to the main comp and place the comp holding all the Mario animations in it. Change the scale of Mario to your liking, preferably the size of a block, and place him in the beginning of the scene. Now when we move to the background picture, it will look like Mario is running around the level. To start off the animation, go into the Mario All comp and make the Small Mario Idle and the Small Mario Running layers visible. By changing the opacity of each layer, we can change what you will see Mario doing as he runs through the level. Here I started off with only the idle layer visible, and then when Mario started to move, I changed it to the running layer. If you import the background image into Photoshop, then you can choose which blocks you want to have Mario interact with. Here I am replacing 2 question mark blocks with a blue sky so I can make these blocks animate inside After Effects. Feel free to replace as many blocks as you want. If you want to stay consistent, then figure out how fast Mario should be moving every second. I decided to have Mario move at 300 pixels per second. So I opened up the calculator and calculated how long Mario should be moving based on where I want him to be. For the first part of the animation, I want Mario to walk under the first question mark block and hit his head on it. So I bring out the calculator again. After that, make sure to change Mario to his idle form. To make Mario jump, it's quite easy. Make a new null layer, and with this we control the vertical position of Mario without messing with the values of the main layer. Every time we want him to jump, we'll change the picture yet again. I found that as a good medium, I could make Mario jump for 30 frames, 15 up and 15 down. To smooth out the animation, set the middle keyframe to easy ease. In the Dynamics Objects folder, you will find a block layer and a question mark block hit layer. Place these into the scene wherever you want and color it to your liking. Put the block layer on top of the other one. After that, then parent these layers to the background layer so they can move with it seamlessly. Now we can make Mario hit his head on things. Once again, make Mario jump using the position of the null layer. This jump will be less than 30 frames because there are blocks in the way, of course. Make sure you have the question mark block hit layer parented to the block one so they move together. Change the position of the block layer as to make it react from being hit by Mario. Don't forget to change the picture to Mario jumping. Then, when the block is hit, change the opacity of the block layer to reveal the layer behind it. This should make it look very similar to the real game. Now we will make the mushroom come out of that block. Take the layer and shape it to the size that you want. We will start it off behind the block and move it around the scene as a real mushroom would inside the game. It took me quite a while to get this to the perfect movement. When the mushroom collides with Mario, we want him to transform into his bigger self. To do that, we will need to make the animation for it. There are 3 pictures in his animation: Small Mario, Medium Mario, and Large Mario. The pattern goes as follows: Small Mario, Small, Medium, Large Mario, Small, Medium, Large, Small, and finally Large, with each iteration being 4 frames long. But this seemed too slow to me, so I condensed all the keyframes to make it faster. After that, I wanted Mario to go to the next block and hit that one, so I repeated the process. Inside this block is a coin, so take that layer and place it behind the block inside the scene just like we did with the mushroom. I animated the coin similarly to how I animated Mario jumping, just faster. Finally, I wanted to have Mario smush his first Goomba, so take that layer and place it wherever you want to. I placed it between the first set of pipes. I had this Goomba moving back and forth until Mario happened to jump on its head. If you do this, then make sure you parent the Goomba layer to the background layer so the positioning isn't all messed up. Then I had to move Mario toward the Goomba so I could squash it. So I moved him, made him jump onto the pipe, and finally stomp on the Goomba to finish off the animation. It might take you a while to get the right movement of Mario on this one, but just play around with it for a while. There you go, you now made a short and realistic recreation of Super Mario Bros. And I understand I could have done a lot more with this, but it would have taken me forever to explain everything that I was doing. Feel free to try it out for yourself and let Mario finish the level. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more, and if you really want to, give this video a like. I like likes.